On the last day of the 2024 summer transfer market, the tension on the negotiating table make the teams, from big to small, they're all experiencing mixed emotions. Some of the deals seem to have gone through, suddenly broke up again, while there are new recruits, silently landing their dreams. Like the exchange between Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling. During the heated discussion between Man United and Chelsea, there's finally results. Even Fabrizio Romano has also just experienced 24 hours of productivity for continuous updates, unpredictable developments while the two teams finalize the plan. But with one thing for sure, it would be shocking to look at what's going on. There are also a lot of transfers. Last time was equally attractive. Sancho officially arrives at Chelsea. According to the sports director Ofthe, while attending the 0-pog draw to identify Man United's 8 rivals, his phone had 5 or 6 missed calls. High ability. Chelsea's transfer team did that. Location several hours after the information that the Aurort name shared, Chelsea announced that they made a personal deal with Jadon Sancho. The only problem is United now. After that announcement, Chelsea continued to give Man United 2 options. Or they'll borrow Sancho with a German buyout clause. Not required. He borrowed from Germany in the summer of 2025. On the other hand, the loan that Chelsea made, that's bigger than Juventus. Of course, the Red Fund didn't choose the first option. Because there are more jobs for Sancho. The dressing room will mess up. But because the sale is close now, Chelsea fans will have to wait and see. Related parties. Can I send the papers to the Premier League to complete the transfer or not? Arsenal steals Sterling from Man United. According to the initial disclosure, Chelsea will use Raheem Sterling plus cash to earn the golden Sancho. But watch the leadership man. United does not appreciate this option. In the stylist context, there's no future at Stafford. By Angel Maresca. He soon announced that the British player, it's out of your plan. If United reject Sterling. Ability. He moved to the Middle East to play football. By clubs in the Saudi Premier. I'm hungry for English players. Suddenly Arsenal appeared from the beginning. To scratch the right spot for Chelsea's itch by asking Sterling to borrow when the transfer market is closed after a few hours. An immediate nod from Chelsea. And the stylist was immediately present in Elnan County for medical examination before completing the procedure of sending to Emirates on loan. Sterling should feel lucky. Because Arsenal saved you. In the next chapter of my career, from not being able to compete in the C Cup BA Europe with Chelsea, now it's back in the Champions League. With Arsenal. What's more amazing? The stylist doesn't need to move. Arsenal and Chelsea are 2 clubs in the same city. So the stylist is like having a lady help. Wazam closes the book of Blockbuster. Or Chelsea. Another London club is Wazam. It's also very active in the transfer market, even to the last day. West Ham also confidently pushed away his BA pillars, including Nightgeb Akmart welcomes as Die Form 10. Under the new coach Rolando Patergi. But the players don't fit the philosophy. They will be allowed to find a new location because there's a bench. It was hard to convince him to give it a chance. Since then, Wazam has been buying and selling for a month. And their number of recruits has crossed 10. It didn't stop there. This team was shocking at the last minute. When successfully borrowing the SAO of Pierre Carlo Seller. It's worth talking about here. Last season acted as a pillar where P's midline, e.g., but do not understand for what reason, the Spanish player, they chose to leave the Champions League environment to land at West Ham. This whole season of ice is in the water. Surprise pillar then Brighton. Just as shocking is another transfer. Liumu has just made his Napoli debut as an official player of the country club just last week. Brighton's SAO also played a full 90 minutes in a tense fight against Man United. Toilet 2001 experienced 2 colors News and Chelsea. Currently, Lumua also spent 2 years with the team. Ames, but now, Prydas sold his kite pillar to Naples. With cheap price €13 million. That's lower than the price on the transfer mark. According to many sources, the 23-year-old is attractive by the AH-AHLI restructuring project by Antonio Conte. More than a Scottish man. This Scamatomi also plays an important role to convince Puligumua to move to Serie A to play. Look general, Napoli has a lot of good players on all routes. In this season, Como has more SAO numbers. He returned to Serie A this season, under the reign of the young coach. But Como knows how to strengthen his strength by bringing together an array of SAO stars in multiple
Another
teams. Mankimo Perun from Man City, Nicopa from Real Madrid, Sergio Roberto from Barcelona, or Rafa and Rap from Man United. They are all new recruits worth waiting for during this summer's pickup. The most recent Como. This team continues to deliver good news to the fans when successfully persuaded Iran Perisic early 2024. Perisic agrees to return to former club Hardespeak on loan for 6 months. The first team to sign a contract with the old team is Tottenham Hotspur. At that time, Iran Paris was supposed to receive the salary €1 a month, where he started his career as a footballer. At the age of 35, Acumia that Perisic has arrived at the last stop. But not Como. Has made a career of excellence of the Croatian player. It was written in Syria. Ivan Toney makes Ronaldo shiver, while Anes is busy patching the defense during the season. New bad news. Where the ball landed when AH-AHLI. Notice, they've just successfully recruited Ivan Toney from Brentford. €42 million for this deal. Cheap price. When buying before, Brighter is confident, shouted the price of his striker to €100 million. This season the striker you want to find a new level. That's why I made a mess of coach Thomas Frank. I lied to you without a starting lineup in the last 2 Premier League games. Born in '96. He has a 1-year contract with Prior. What makes you a reasonable price? It has attracted the attention of many clubs, but we haven't received an official offer yet. Then AH-AHLI seized the opportunity and awarded Ivan Toney a salary of up to $300,000, sold a week for 3 years, to convince the British striker, move to Saudi Premium. In a new shirt color, Ivan Toney will be playing next to the big SAO. Texted his face Promino or Real Madridist. There are many other quality players, as Gabri Veiga Frankisser, Nuri Demira. More than that, some more sources. I don't want to stop shopping. They're in a critical phase. By Victor Osimhen. If so, the pair of bosses on the attack line. Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen coming soon. For any team in the Saudi Premier League. Must also be terrified. And so Anashar will have unremitting force. When thinking how to win in Hila was hard. It's harder now. Because AH-AHLI's even stronger. Horse River race for the championship. It's now a 3-horse race. The burden will be on Ronaldo's shoulders. That the teammates, because they dream of titles. But it's not just more money for public goods when things go off the winning trajectory. Those are some of the highlights that Wigo has made in the last hour of the summer employer market 2.024. The top European leagues end earlier. A week should be highly likely. The clubs must try to keep the pillars before the pull by the huge salaries of football teams. Middle East whether that goal will be detonated. Raider often has success in a new shirt.